Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We have come with another information that matters to us. Yes, today we will tell you that, reminding you that today is Friday. Thank God you have to have some rest from work, refrain from work a little bit, worship God on the Sabbath. All right, and come back Sunday refreshed, and you begin another week all together. Now, the news that brought us here right now is the target on Simon Ekpa. They are targeting him. Oh, if this guy does not have roots or doesn't know what he's doing, by now he will be on the run, even from Finland. But no, no. He made broadcast yesterday, and people got to understand, and some people's mind was, calm down, because we were almost getting agitated when they said that Finnish foreign minister to Nigeria said they will end everything about Simon A. But yes, everything that has beginning will definitely have an end. But how it will end is what matters. It will end in praise, Biafrans. It will end in praise, reason being that it will be a judicial process. Judicial process in the sense that Simon Ekpa will stand his ground and tell Finnish government, this is why I am doing what I am doing. This is my right. And being people that follow right judicial process, they would definitely give ear to what he is doing. That was why they released him in the first place, when police interrogated him, and detained him for some minutes, just minutes, okay? Nigeria was disappointed, and up till now, from then, Simon Ekpa has been agitating, doing his woto thing, encouraging our men to hold their bye very well, to hold their Olas Sogiriba, and not relent. Now, our pastor, Vam, could do justice to what I am talking about. Let's go, Pastor.
The Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic of Men in exile, Frogon Tutu, wee sị kama ya agaghị enweta Biafra, kama ya wụrụ beast, kama ya wụrụ anụ ọfịa, kama ya agaghị enweta Biafra, kama ya ga na-akọ akụkọ ọzọ instead of ịkọ akọ Biafra. Ọ sị nne ochie nke nwụrụ anwụ were aka akwụ ụra ndị mmụọ wee mawasịa ya ntị wee tie ya isi abụ okpu, kama ya ga-achefu Biafra wee were taịm Chukwu nyere wee na-achọ ihe ọzọ. Ọ sị ihe ọjọọ niile dị n'ụwa mekwa ya. Ọ bụrụ na ya nọkọta wee sabotaji Biafra wee mee na ihe ga-distract ya, ọ ga-eme ka ọ ghara ịnweta Biafra. Ọ sị ihe ọjọọ niile dị n'ụwa mekwa ya. Nwanne, anyị ahụbekwa onye nwere ụdị ihe ahụ before. I have never seen. Ahụbekwa m, apart from Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nke sị na kama ya ga-blọk ụnụ from Biafra, onye ọbụla na ya na-azụ were egbe gbagbuo ya. Yes, o kwuru ya. Ndị ahụ mmadụ abụọ. I don't know, those that don't understand Igbo, I don't know how to explain this thing. Ndị ahụ mmadụ abụọ si na kama ha agaghị enweta Biafra, ọ bụrụ ọsọrọ n'ume ha. Mmadụ abụọ, two of them. I will try and explain. In the history of my life, by the grace of God, I'm not a baby. In the history of my life, I have never seen anyone so committed to a cause like these two people. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, Maazị Simon Ekpa. These two people who do not value their life, but they value their cause. They value the purpose of their existence. They value their identity, their origin, their people, their country. You know, the only people you find that have done this are some of these people that made their country become what they are today. In some of these Western countries you go to, some of their earlier citizens, they put their lives on the line to make sure that their country become what it is today. When you talk about America, you talk about Abraham Lincoln, you talk about Washington and the rest of them. Roosevelts, what do you call their name? They put their life on the line. People like Abraham Lincoln, they will put their life on the line for their country. And that's why today you can go there and feel at home. Go there and you see the country the way they are. Because there are people that made sacrifices, ultimate sacrifices. And I have never seen anybody like these two Biafrans who are making sacrifices and are ready to give their life up for this particular purpose. about Finland and waiting for him. His case is in the court. He is still busy posting water. He said, case is in the court. Finland are waiting for him. Finland will arrest him. Finland will deport him. Every day, he's still posting water. Biafra land will swallow them. Enemies of Biafra. Did you see the last post he posted when the terrorists, Nigerian police, were following Yakata everywhere inside gutter? He's posting it. Why is he posting it? Because he knows that they are terrorists and there is evidence to prove. Mazin Namdekano have said several things about all these things and he's ready to put his life on the line. And he put it there. Giving it up already, Mazin Namdekano does not even consider himself to be alive. For Biafra's sake, he would pour down his life. And then because of that, Biafrans have said, if anything happens to him, that is not natural death, because of kidnap, anything happens to him, we will collapse the zoo. We will turn the zoo upside down. We will tell the zoo that he is just one piece of Nnamdi. You will understand there are millions and billions of Nnamdi. Even those that are not of Biafra origin, that he has infested with his anointing and his spirit, that are ready to do anything because of his name. I have never seen two people like that before in my life, who have sworn. Mazin Namdekano said, if there is anything I will do, to stop Biafra, and you identify it, and you are right behind me, coming close, he said, take me out. Let me not be alive. Take me out. He said, if there's any day I wake up and I don't think about Biafra, may I die. If there's any day I wake up and I do not think about Biafra, may I die. I don't deserve to live. The Simon Ekpa in turn said, if there is anything I am doing that is contrary to bringing Biafra, anything I want in this life, may I not get it, may I die a miserable death, may my mother and my father, those ahead of me, those that have passed away, may they slap me blue back, may they cause me deaf and dumb, may I be a miserable being on earth. He has made all those. These are not, when you come to Biafra and you make such commitments, you are making a commitment between you and God, because Biafra is God. Biafra is synonymous to the holiness of God, the glory of God, the presence of God, because we are the people of God. Because God, without his people, how can he be God? It is his people that made him God. It is God's people that will be calling him God. Yes. And this is the last day you will come and watch my program. Juliet, I won't say, the last day you will make a comment on my program. That's the last day. I don't need to read out your comment, but this is the last day you will make any comment again. Ban forever. Anwafia. Biafra is God. Biafra. So when you decide to make this kind of commitment before God without fear, you must be ready. You must be ready. You must be ready. So these two, they are so ready. I have never seen anyone like them before. I have never seen anyone like them before. Never. So this morning, I want to bring you some kind of videos, and then we will lay emphasis as we go forward. Let's go. Let me get you the very first video here. Let me get you the very first video here. Okay. Saturday 24th, okay. Okay, Briggy Liaison UK have something. Okay, I'm going to announce it later. There's a workshop coming up on the 24th. We are going to talk about it later. Okay. Let's go with this first video.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is playing, but I hope so. Where's my earpiece? I need a backup. Let me get back up. I need to get back up. 1 minute, guys. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's go. Hope this is playing. Okay, please play.
About 2 weeks ago, the ISWAP, they started recruiting people, the Bono residents. They started promising them good life. They started promising them security better than Nigerian government. They were telling the residents of Bono State that if they succeed from Nigeria, that if they start leading this caliphate republic from the northern part of Nigeria, that they are going to give them freedom. They will give them so many things, that now there is insecurity, that they are dying, they are doing, they are just trying to brainwash them. And so many of them have already been recruited into this ISWAP. And reminding you that right from time, that was 2022, we are now in 2024, almost 3 years back, the residents have been paying taxes to all these terrorists. So there is a serious issue going on. I was expecting the CDS, the defense chiefs, to give information and also give speech about what is trending, what is going on. Only thing I heard from them is all about Simon Ekpa, that they must arrest Simon Ekpa. Anyway, I think they are not interested on insecurity going on in the northern part of the country. As if that is not enough, look at what is going on. Akida-linked terrorists have crossed to northern Nigeria, settled in Kainji Lake National Park. You hear that? Akida-linked terrorists have crossed to northern Nigeria, settled in Kainji Lake National Park. You know where Kainji Lake is, right? So these people have entered deep into the nation. They have entered deep into Nigeria. Who is going to baby cats? This is a serious problem because this Akida and ISWAP, they work together. They are in affiliate. So when ISWAP said that they must divide Nigeria this 2024, that they are going to secede out of Nigeria, these people, they really mean business. For these people to have been reported arriving in Nigeria safely after our borders are so porous, nothing is going on, no security checks, nothing whatsoever, and these people have succeeded entering into Nigeria. I don't really know what is going to happen from this moment onward. I don't really know what is going to happen from next month onward, because what we are going to be seeing, I don't just want to predict or say something, but things are not going to be going well from this moment on.
Yeah. Things are not going to be going well. For who? For them. Somebody say, not them, not be us. Not them, not be us. Not them, go to suffer, not be us. Now, what am I talking about this morning? Why have they made Simon Ekpa their main target? You see, you heard what this our brother said. I'm going to play it again. Thank you, Dolofos, for joining me. Please, just like Dolofos has said, hit the thumbs up, everyone, so that we'll go, before we go into the nitty-gritties of this particular program. Now, them, not be us. Thank you, Taproot. Why are they... No, I'm trying to remove this. Why are they not concerned? Did you hear what he said? What that young man said? ISWAP are promising people in Meduguri a good life, a good future. We secede from Nigeria. Everything will be okay for you. And they are there operating very, very freely. They have taken over. In Taraba, is it Taraba? What is it? Is Taraba? The one that they have taken over the whole, all those terrorist locations, they always look alike. Taraba, I think it's Taraba State, where that terrorist, what do you call it? Sharia started in the north. Is it Taraba State? All those states look. It's not Adamawa. There's Adamawa. There's Taraba. I think it's Taraba. That their governor was crying recently that the whole local government have been taken over. Eh? If it is not Zamfara. Oh, thank you, Zamfara. If not that you wrote it now, the name don't come out from my head. If not that you wrote it, the name come out from my head. Zamfara. That's the place actually where Sharia law started. Zamfara. So it is Zamfara. In Zamfara, all the local government have been taken over by terrorists. Now they're telling you that in Meduguri, the ISWAP themselves, they are going from street to street. They are going from house to house. They are telling people, if you become a caliphate, thank you, all of us who've gotten the name, thank you so much, sweetheart. If you become part of us and will continue, you are going to have a better life and all what have you. They are moving forward. And remember, none of the boundaries between those states and outside Nigeria have any protection or any control. Immigration officers are not there. They're not there. So that place is open. It's open. What do you call him? The imposter that left, that is still coming to Aso Rock now to watch, because Tinubu have a very short time in that place. Tinubu have a short time. The president that they know in Aso Rock is the Boko Haram founder himself, which is, what is that his name again? You know him, the Boko Haram, the vice president, Shetima. Shetima is the president they know. Please don't mind me if I don't remember their name, because these people's names are better not remembered. Shetima is the president they know. So the Boko Haram founder is there as the vice president. And the impostor who came even to Aso Rock recently, he knows that all those places are already in the hands of their brothers. There's no problem with that. Because all those people are their brothers. The armies are not permitted to go after them. The armies have confirmed it on a regular basis that whenever there is a exposure or a leakage that these people are there and they want to attack, there will be an order from Abuja restricting them from attacking. So they have no right whatsoever to go after ISWAP in Borno or in Meduguri. You cannot go after them. They don't talk about those. So those places are already in their control. They have taken over those places. Now ask yourself, all you Nigerian mugus, all of you in Benin, all of you in Ibadan, all of you in Iguacha, all of you in they have deceived some of you in the Delta. I tell you are Niger Delta. I saw some of them in on Facebook today. They asked them, what language do you speak? They say, I speak Delta Igbo. What is Delta Igbo? Is there anything like Delta Igbo? They said, no, are you not Igbo? He said, no, I'm not Igbo. I am Delta Igbo. So they must put Delta in front before you understand that they are not Igbo. So all of you in all those areas, if you are not foolish, you will ask yourself a question. Why is it that the terrorists are taking over all the places in the north? In Kaduna, El-Rufai, when El-Rufai was there, El-Rufai was telling them there is a parallel government. Was he saying it because he was concerned? No, he's saying it because that's exactly what he wants. Because if he's concerned, they know how to stop it. But that's exactly what he established. That's what he wants. Because if it was a problem, he would not be busy telling you Muslim ticket was more important to him than the parallel government that is operating in Kaduna. There was a parallel government, and there's nothing they could do about it. Nothing they could do about it. In Niger, the governor of Niger, when the terrorists shot down the army helicopter and killed, dozens of army officers, and the army wanted to go after them, they said, no, don't go after them. We will negotiate with them. We will talk with them. There were videos of these men that did this thing. Their camps were known. Gumi knows their camp. Gumi knows where they are. Do you understand? So if you're not asking yourself a question, why is it that they're not concerned about all these things? Even Peter Obi is not concerned that they don't care about all these things. Peter Obi went to meet Gumi because he wants to win the election to govern Nigeria. He went to meet Gumi. I used to have the picture. I don't know if I still have it here. Peter Obi actually went to meet Gumi because he wants to be president in Nigeria. Hey! Yeah. Okay, I still have the picture. We keep record. This is Peter Obi and Gumi. Peter Obi went to see this man. This man is the spokesperson between these terrorists that have taken over Borno, Niger, Zamfara. He is their spokesperson. He knows where they are. They know him. He has their phone number. And you people in that country, you have what you call NIN. So everybody's number is connected, isn't it? But they're not concerned about this thing. Do you know what they are concerned about? They are concerned about Simon Ekpa. Musa is on the national TV. Simon Ekpa. They go for a conference outside of Nigeria in the ECOWAS. Simon Ekpa. They go to EU. Simon Ekpa. They go to UN. Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa. Now, what did Simon Ekpa do? What is Simon Ekpa doing? Is Simon Ekpa bombing society? Is he going from house to house telling people go and bomb Nigeria, go and do this? No. Simon Ekpa is saying, take your military out of Biafra land. Since you people like ISWAP, you like Al-Qaeda, go and protect and preserve Al-Qaeda in your own area. Biafra land is our own. Go out, go, come out. We don't need you in our land. If we see you in our land, haven't declared you illegitimate, we will go after you and we will deal with you. Get out of our land. Since you open your mouth and say terrorists and bandits, and as if you are against ISWAP, but they are operating in broad daylight. In broad daylight. You are not doing anything about them. And you are calling Samaneka. Some people have done this. All those places, don't you have the drone to target them and pick them out? Okay, your Tucano cannot fly in Boronu and take out ISWAP. He cannot fly in Niger and take out Al-Qaeda. It can only fly in Awamama, in Olu, in Imo, and bomb innocent people in their homes, people in the bushes, people in the market, churches where people are worshiping. You bomb. We are going to make sure you suffer. I'm telling you, that is why we show no mercy when we see them on our streets. That is why we lose our hearts already. There's nothing. We don't even think anymore because of their callous and their evil hearts. Look at what they are doing. All the whole territory have become terrorist zone. And they don't care. They don't care. You know why they don't care? Because that is how they want it. That is what they want. They want the whole place to become Islamic. Extremism, extreme Islamic control. Anything goes as long as Islam is holding sway. As long as Islam is progressing, as long as the Quran is their standard, as long as Muhammad is their God, it doesn't matter what they do. If they like, let them massacre every Christian there, they don't care. Just establish Islam. And you don't need to put that Islam into the hands of, moderate people that are very moderate. No, put it in the hands of extremists. As long as it's in the hand of extremists, they are more comfortable because they know they will not lose their grip. They just want it to be established there. That's what they want. They're not going after that. And because Simon Ekpa is the only one stopping them from capturing Biafra land. They believe they have captured Mazin Namdekan, and they thought Mazin Namdekan was the last hope. When they captured and they kidnapped him, they thought it was all over because already all these criminal politicians was already in their pocket because they didn't even care what was happening to you. All that concerned the criminal politicians was their stomach, their children, their estates, their hotel, their whatever. Do you understand? Let me see what Taproot said. Peter Obi owes us Biafrans. What was that meeting he had with Boris Johnson before the elections? What did Boris promise you to bring your people to the votes instead of boycotting? Good question. Good question. So you understand what I'm talking about now? So they are after Simon Ekpa. They talk about Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is their main problem because he's the only one making sure that Biafra land is not yet under the control of Islam. He's the only one that is making sure Biafra land cannot be captured. And as long as Biafra land is not captured, they are ready to expend everything they have. I'm telling you. So do not think they are giving up soon or quickly. So we need to have a more superior power. We need to establish our government very strong. We need to establish our country. That's why this declaration is very, very important. So as we declare, and then we begin to have formidable allies, then we have sophisticated warheads, arsenals. Then we can fly jet bombers also, fly to Kano and the more sophisticated ones across our land to protect our airspace. We will take over our airspace. Then it will, anytime they confront us, it will be an open confrontation. The whole world will now know that this is a full-blown war. But I want to assure you, even if there is a full-blown war against Biafra, Biafrans will not suffer. You know why? We are formidable. Today, there is a full-blown war over Israel. But in Israel, life is going on very normal, very sweet. Go to Tel Aviv. We have our people in Israel. They are also contributing to what we are doing. But there's an open declared war on Israel. You see how Israel is being protected? That is how Biafra will be protected. Life will be going on normal with Biafrans. You'll be going to Onitsha, going to Igbo, doing your business. They will be throwing their attack on us. Israel is our brother. But I think maybe they are our younger brother, because I see myself as a senior brother to Israel. Israel is our younger brother. So every technology they have to protect their airspace, every iron dome they have, we're going to have it in double, because Biafra land, the land of Biafra is more blessed than the land of Israel. Believe you me. And maybe in case Israelis do not know yet, we need to show you that the land of Biafra have stronger and more sophisticated heritage than the land of Israel, physical Israel. Believe you me. So any protection you give to Israel, you must double it on Biafra. We'll double it. So as life is going on with Israel and they are in war, Israel is at war. How many of you believe that, agree with me that Israel is at war? Every day, if you look at the skyline of Israel, you will see rockets flying from Lebanon, flying from Syria, flying from Iran, but there is a bird capturing them, all of them. It is called Iron Dome. Iron Dome. So Biafra, as soon as we declare every of these things, we are going to put them in motion. So as they are getting ready to attack us, we are preserving our land, we are protecting ourselves. So as long as they cannot capture us before our declaration, they will never be able to capture us. Believe you me, I'm telling you, we have all the confidence. We have men, we have scientists, we have engineers, we have professors. We have the best the world can afford. The best of the kind, the best that the world can produce. We have them from Biafra. They are scattered everywhere. They're scattered everywhere. The Philip Emegwalis of this world, there are more sophisticated scientists that you have never seen. Some of them, you see some of the sample that they show in the streets of Enugu. Some of them will just bring out, don't go to the dustbin, bring some pangolo and join it together and put something inside and doing one. It will start going up and down. Have you not seen some of them? Some of the products, some of our engineers have been able to bring light out with through water. Water will produce electricity. There's nothing our people cannot do. There is nothing our people cannot do. So I am telling you, the target on Simon Ekpa is a futile effort from the zoo. Futile. They must fail. They have failed. They will never succeed. If they like, let them buy everybody in Biafra land. As long as our Prime Minister, Odoguma Simon Ekpa, is committed to this particular cause that Tuko Kabiama called him for and gave him the mandate, the zoo will continue to fail. They will continue to hit a brick wall. They will never succeed. Because it is evident to you all. So maybe if you don't say it like this, you may not know that, look, you may not even come to the conclusion of asking yourself, why is it that despite all these things that is going on in the north, ISWAP is taking over the streets of Borno? In Meduguri, they are even promising people things and the people are happy to receive it. That's the reason why you saw them waving Russian flag and saying that end to Nigeria. End to Nigeria, and awakening a resurgent Islamic nation, Islamic state that will be more stronger than Iran. How many people are in Iran? They want a very strong Islamic state. That's why they want to capture Biafra land and retain the multitude that they have as Nigeria. They will say 200 million. They want to have a 200 million nation that will become Islamic. And over 80 million that do not have anything to do with Islamic are telling them, we are on a referendum, we have voted, 50 million have said yes to Biafra and no to Nigeria, and yet they are struggling. They want to make sure you become part of them. You cannot make us part of you. You cannot continue to, target Simon Ekpa when you have a humongous, problem on your neck. Which, of course, we know it is to them, it's not a problem. Only those of you that are fools, that do not understand that these people don't have any problem with terrorists. They are good with it. They are good with terrorism because they are the ones actually giving them the ambas to fly. They are good with terrorism, so they don't bother. So if the whole of the North falls under the control of terrorist ISWAP or Al-Qaeda, they don't care. As long as they are able to get Simon Ekpa, then it is okay. Ask yourself, are you normal? If you are not yet supporting Biafra, even though if you are not a Biafran, and you are not yet supporting Biafra, you are writing your own will to surrender to ISWAP or to these people. I'm telling you. Look, these men you see, Mazin and Kanu, Simon Ekpa, when we tell you that they are another savior, believe us, we are not exaggerating. Nnamdi Kanu is another savior, believe. Simon Ekpa is another savior, believe. It will do you well. These are saviors to you. That is the reason why the zoo are going after them. Even though they have a bunch of terrorists destroying their land and taking over their villages and massacring Christians in their dozens and their numbers, every day they don't care. As long as they are targeting Simon Ekpa, they want to get him. Because he is the only obstacle between them and capturing Biafra land. Because they have captured every other places. You don't know? You don't know they have captured every other places. They have captured all of you in Edo State, Bini. They have captured you. You don't know. Ibadan, Osun State, Ogun. You are all under their control. As long as you are shouting New Nigeria, P2B, you are finished. You are gone. You are gone. As long as you are saying the next election, you open your mouth and say next election, next election. That is why in Biafra land, going forward, we don't want to hear anything next election, new Nigeria. Anything Nigeria, we want to make sure it is completely erased, eradicated, completely deleted. So in the territories of Biafra, there will be nothing Nigeria being discussed. When we are talking about Nigeria, it will be in the history books. Nigeria, going forward, as long as Biafra is concerned, is going to be in the history books. Yes, that's where it belongs. Nigeria belongs to the history books of Biafra. As far as Biafra is concerned, Nigeria is gone. It is now in our syllabus as a subject to be discussed in our schools when we were in Nigeria. Hello? The discussion will be when we were in Nigeria. Nigeria did this, Nigeria did that. That is what Nigeria is to Biafra. In our 1 month sit at home lockdown of every Nigeria offices, we are going to ensure that what we are doing is to make sure that Nigeria does not resurrect again in Biafra land. Everything Nigeria will be buried, forgotten, gone. Gone for good. At least once and for all. So that we are not like them. We are not like them that will begin to hide history. We are not going to hide it. We will make sure our teachers will teach it in school when we were in Nigeria. It will be taught in the school. But as for now, going forward, don't be in Biafra land and remember Nigeria. How shall we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? We cannot sing the Lord's song in a strange land. Nigeria is a strange land. We are not going to be singing the Lord's song in Nigeria. We are heading to Biafra. And we're going to be singing the Lord's song in Biafra land. In Arochukwu, where the altars will be erected. And we will lift up our voices and sing unto Chukwokika Biama. Children will be dancing in the streets of Biafra. We'll be raising our flags and celebrating. Nigeria will become history. The days are here. The days are here. The days are here. I will come back to this video. But let me show you what a fulefu. that is dancing. And then as he's dancing that dance, I began to ask myself, if they ask this man now, this dance you are dancing this dance in a place where nobody knows you, they don't recognize you, you are a veteran actor, they don't care about you, you are still defending Nigeria, and if care is not taken, you are going down to Sheol or to Hades with this mentality of Nigeria while you are still on Gada Gidi and dancing. Yeah? What can we do? My family want me to go on a break. But anyway, let me play this song first. Hold on. Efulefu. Look at him. So very disgusting. Disgusting because I don't know how to place these people. Shame me. Some of them, they are ashamed, they shame me. This one is dancing. What are you dancing? Are you a Nigerian? You dance this song, finish with Ishiagu. Okay, the Ishiagu, did you not know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is in the dungeon, they even gave him permission. They said they want to wear Ishiagu. The judge, all of them, they said no way, they will not allow him to wear Ishiagu. Only other cloth, the cloth that made you who you are, your identity. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when his legal team and some of them, they agreed that they were going to wear Ishiagu. They refused. They said you can give him any other cloth but Ishiagu. And this one is dancing Ishiagu in Nigeria. When you talk about Biafra, he will tell you no. Look at him dancing. Ask him, what pride do you have dancing this dance in a strange land? What is your pride? Look at him. You are dancing. Dancing Biafra dance. In echo. But you cannot boldly mention Biafra. You cannot agree that you are Biafran. But you are dancing Biafra dance. This is a dance that made them to hate you. They dislike you. They reject you. They spit on you. They say you can never be president. You can never be this or that. And yet you still say, one Nigeria. Nigeria is my country. And the worst of it is that his son, this man has a son that goes by the name Yul Edochie. He has a son that goes by the name what? Yul Edochie. The idiot will be busy saying, Nigeria, Tinubu will fix it. You know, they know you. This is the identity they have of you. And when they want to discard you, they will throw you into the dustbin of history and you will never be remembered. This is your history. Something they keep rejecting. Chimotaragu wore a colored cloth, a coat of many colors, you would call it. Ordinarily, just a cloth. He wore it. And the useless terrorist army, they molested him, they disgraced him in the open air, in the streets of Onitsha. On the streets of Onitsha. Because he's a Biafran. And this one is proud doing that. Hey, Ogada Gidi. Magala. Ewu. Buffoons everywhere. They don't care about you. They don't. Now, I am going to show you, despite the hatred they have for you, despite the disgust they have on you, you dance this dance, they see you, and they say, look at him, oh, my Igbo. That's what they call you. Okay, you don't know? Okay, look at now. Let me play a story for you, coming from another one Nigerian man who is telling you what Igbo really is. We are the epitome of glory, of truth. We are the center of justice and fairness. We are the believers of love. We are love personified. We love strangers. We care for them. That is why Chukwu Okike Abiama singled us out among the nations. In case you don't know, I'm telling you today, you are the only one Chukwu Okike singled out for blessing. You are the only one is singled out for preservation. What they have done on you and to you, if they do it to every other tribe, they will go extinct. I will repeat myself. What the enemies of truth and righteousness have done to Biafrans, if they do it to any other tribe, if they hate any other tribe the way they hated you, if they acted on any other tribe the way they acted on you, by now, such a tribe will no longer exist. They will be endangered species. That's what they wanted us to become, endangered species. But we are not. We still flourish wherever we go. We still blossom. We still shine. We still glow. We are the best everywhere. In their midst we shine. Inside their own river, soap they enter their eye, we they shine our eye. For inside their own water, we go swim inside. As they dey inside their water, soap they enter their eye. We they shine our eye. No, don't distract me with that. Yeah. I have a beautiful wife. Don't mind me. I have a very beautiful wife. There's a story I would have told you about myself. One day, maybe I'll tell you. If I'm triggered to tell you, I will tell you. My journey so far. We are people that have integrity and truth. We don't hate people. The last people you will see on earth that will hate people is Biafran. A Biafran does not hate people. That's why even though when we are hated, we love back. When they hurt us, we want to revenge them with love. But it has gotten to the bottleneck where I have told you, hey, you have a reason why I allowed you to hold that sword. Use it. There is a reason why I allow the sword in your hand. Use it now. Because if you don't use that sword now, you are gone. So every one of you that have got swords, you have to engage. Yes, we're going to engage. We're going to engage. I'm going to bring you that story as I'm trying to tell you. I'm going to bring you that story. Now listen to me. Oh, Chineke Namena Ebere. Okay, I think I posted it on Twitter. Let me go to Twitter and get it. You know, I don't know. I wanted to play this guy again. I know you people know this guy. You know him. You know this one. This guy dancing. You know him now. You know him. He's supposed to be a good man. Oh, he's a delight. He's a delight. Even those that hate us, he makes them happy. Those that hate us, those that want him dead, those that don't care about him, those that when they see him dancing this dance, all they wish for him is 6 feet. He still makes them happy. Nobody else can make them happier than he's doing. You know why he's making them happy? Because he's a Biafran. You ask yourself that question. You're a Biafran. You're making them happy. In the industry, entertainment industry, you are the best. You're giving them so much money, so much joy, yet they hate you. And even though they hate you, you still give them joy. And sometimes you want to ignore the hatred they have on you because your love supersedes their hatred. But this time around, we are not zombies and we are not fools. When you have been loving and loving and loving and you are being hated and hated and hated, you better rise and recompense that hatred. They have hated you because there is no reason for them to hate you for no reason. Why? And it's, you know, it has gotten to the bottleneck whereby they've hated you to the extent they want to suffocate you. Are you going to allow them to suffocate you because you want to make them happy? Want to make them feel good. You entertain them. You grab their TV screen. They are watching you every day. You finish giving them joy and excitement. You sing and they love your song. They love you because you are Flavor Nabanea. They love you because you are Timaya. They love you because you are Fino. They love you because you are this. But as an Igbo man, they just hate you. Omo Igbo, where? Are you going to continue to allow them to exploit you until they suffocate you and you die? No. The reason why Van is here is to correct that error. The reason Van is here is to correct that error. There are many videos I'm supposed to show. But let me go out of this one and bring the one of that story from this man that is even not a Biafran. I don't think it's a Biafran. I don't think this guy is a Biafran. But there's one beautiful thing is that he tells what a Biafran is, who Biafrans are. You know, the lifestyle of Biafrans, what it benefited staying around Biafrans, what they can make you achieve. Without them, I even saw one other video. I am regretting why I did not save it. One Afonja girl, let me not call her Afonja, one Yoruba girl, Dudua girl, was screaming at the top of her voice, was saying, please, if you want to succeed in business, make sure that you starting that business with an Igbo man. A Yoruba girl. I saw the video. Anybody that know that video, And I saw it. You can send it to me now. Maybe I'll play it. If you send it to me on the WhatsApp number, I'll play it. The girl was saying, please, oh, I am a Yoruba girl. I know what I'm saying. I started business, and it was an Igbo man that started it with me. I am doing well. If I started with Yoruba man, they will not allow me to grow. He said, Igbos, that one thing he said, Igbos will give you feathers to fly. And Igbo man will give you a wing to fly. He said, if you start with Igbo and your business starts with them, they will make you to flourish. They are the best. A Yoruba girl. I saw that video, but I didn't save it. It would have been relevant for my program now. I did not save it. So if you have that video, you can get it and send it to me. You should write on the comment section that you sent it to this number. I will fish it out and play it. But we're not going to change who we are, because that is who we are naturally. The reason why Chukwu Kabiama picked us out from the nations of the world is because of this. This is our true nature. It's in our DNA. It won't change. But the time that we are in right now, it calls for, tooth for tat right now. Tooth for tat. Because if you continue like that, you will not be exterminated, but you will continue to suffer. They will exploit you. God, even himself, might got to a point where he will say, I have told you that I gave you a sword for a reason. I told you I gave you scientists for a reason, to be able to formulate Obunigwe. I told you I gave you these people for a reason, to be able to fight your enemies, fight them and win. The reason why God made Israel who they are today, Israel are good people, nice people, but God made them to have that heart to revenge, to go after their enemies, to overcome them, not to fold their hands and wait, because if they do, their enemies would exterminate them in one night. If you go to the Middle East, Israel, they are in the middle of their enemies. They are 500 times smaller than their enemies, and they are right there in the middle. 500 times smaller. But you know what God did that is so powerful, which also you as a Biafran have, but you don't know yet. We are going to unlock them to you so that you understand. Israel is 500 times smaller than their enemies, but God made it in a way that they become 500 times stronger than the enemies. So that is why, even though the enemies are much in number, Israel are much in power. Do you want me to repeat myself? Even though the enemies are more in number, Israel is more in power. Their power is stronger than their enemies combined, all of them. That is why they had what they call 3 days war. In 3 days, they were able to defeat Egypt, Syria, Lebanon, Iran, Iraq. In 3 days, they defeated all of them. They conquered them in 3 days with almost nothing. They had all the jet bombers. I think Israel they couldn't even boast of 2 or 3 jet flyers. But with only 1 jet bomber, one. Hey, yeah, I feel like speaking in tongues. Go, it's on history. With only 1 jet bomber, a sophisticated pilot with 1 jet, he went into Egypt one night and decapitated all the jet bombers of Egypt packed in their, in their hangars, ready to go and bombard Israel. One night, he leveled them down. Just one night. One night. Some of you go and watch the movie they call, is it 90 Minutes at Entebbe? Israel, that is who you also are. Biafrans, they may be 1 million times more than us in number, but we are stronger than them. Believe you me. If not physically, hand to hand, we will knock them down. The fact that I now begin to consider, no wonder God gave us a prime minister that have muscle. Prime minister, prime minister. Maybe say, if not physical, we want them. If he catch una for Finland, if he does una one. That go wrong. It doesn't, it is not by accident. We have a prime minister that all these people, whether you bring Musa, if you like now, bring Musa, combine with Tinubu, join him with all of them, and bring them and put all of them in one ring and put Simon Ekpa there. Simon Ekpa will finish them in 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay, if they declare now and say, okay, let us test this our battle in the ring. Put Musa inside ring with 2 other generals that are in the army right now. 2. Put 3 of them inside ring and put 1 Simon Ekpa. Let us decide. Anybody that win, then if they try that, I'm telling you, our prime minister will take the challenge. But since they are the one that will do the challenge, we'll do it in Helsinki. They will come and the ring will be in Helsinki. They will put 3 of them inside the ring. 5 minutes, I bet you. 5 minutes. Only 5. 5 minutes may be too much. If you permit me now, I can even call PM and say, PM, how long will it take you? If I ask PM now, PM, how long will it take you to finish Musa and 2 other Nigerian zoo general in the ring? If they say you push your fight, how long? PM will tell me that 5 minutes will be too much. Knockouts. Just one. Boom! If you give Musa here, Musa will fall out. You give General, everything will finish. It's okay. To your turn to Israel. Biafra. Don't try also. Okay, I don't know if somebody sent me that video. Anyway, before they send it, let me go and get the other one I'm looking for, which already I have gotten. And let me refresh because I know it might not play. Let me refresh. Bear with me, I've gotten the video I'm looking for, but I have to refresh. Okay, I'm back here. Yeah, somebody's laughing. Divine Precious is laughing. Precious, I'm telling you, believe me, if I call PM now, if I call PM now and ask PM, please tell me, how many minutes will it take you to finish Musa
National
inside the ring? How many minutes will it take you? PM will tell me 5 minutes is too much. Let them just give me 3 minutes. If I don't finish him in 3 minutes, let Nigeria win. If I don't finish Musa in 3 minutes, we'll give it to Nigeria. Yeah? Do you know 3 minutes is too much? The kind of training, Taproot said, Pastor Van, you missed the secret. Our PM was trained in the Jaguar Battalion of Finnish, most precious military. Check them now. I know. The PM, one of the PM training, normal training that he does in winter in Finland. Finland, in their winter, they have -30, -35. PM will remove clothes, go into the water, jump inside cold water, go, shake his body, come out again. You know what they call it? Sisu. Sisu. Musa, you don't need to jump inside water. If you find yourself in Finland, only to come out, even with your shirt. If you wear anyhow jacket, you come out in Finland during winter. Serious winter when there is -35. When we talk about -35, -40, if you pour ordinary cold water for granted, it will turn to ice block. PM inside winter, you see him, he jump inside water. The video is there. They have all seen it now. He will jump inside water, he will come outside. Musa, go and try it. Idiots everywhere. Dara. All right, this is what Biafran is, what you are. The reason why Chukwu Kabiama singled you out. This man had a very good encounter of it. He's a close shave with the goodness and mercy of Biafra. A very close encounter. Let's listen to him. Play.
I'm your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki, the one of Igbo land, the Oyamama one of Aba. Oyamama one of Aba. I want to talk about my experience in Igbo land, and it will shock you. I went to Igbo land when I was 26 years old. I went for National Youth Service. National Youth Service was a very wonderful policy that was introduced by the some of the fathers of this nation to breed national unity and integration. And when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. I understood the purpose of National Youth Service, even though I was very young. So when I went there at 26, I went with a wife for youth service, and I had a child there. I was among the first batch then. Subsequently, my colleagues, Dr. Steve Anyaro and is this Dr. Akin Shodikbo and one other person, They came to see me. And then I had two quarters. I had the government quarters at number 810 Park Road, near where Multi-Line is. Unicoco Hotel was somewhere. Ambassador Hotel was somewhere there. So I lived in those government quarters. But I also had a locum somewhere, Grandel Hospital, number 24, Okpulumobo Road. I went to see that house recently, owned by one Chief Carlo. And so we packed our clothes. We were going to the government quarters at Park Road to wash because water was difficult up the hill unless you went to the Okpulumobo River or Papayanya supplied you water. Old Aba people will know what I'm talking about. So we packed our clothes, put in a bag. And because we were young and very excited, we had not seen each other since we left UI, we got to 810 Park Road and we disembarked. Every person thought that the other person carried the bag of clothes. It was after we had dropped and the taxi had gone that we looked for the bag of clothes. We didn't see a big bag of clothes. And we were thinking of what to do. After about 30 minutes, the driver came back with the bag of clothes. In Igbo land, all the things I've heard about Igbo people, driver came back with my bag of clothes.
He said, all the things I've heard about Igbo people. Did you hear him say that? Everything they tell you about Igbo people are all lies, fabricated, propaganda, deception for you to hate them. You understand? Yeah, everything. Go on, sir.
I said, this place, I will live in this town. That's how I settled in Aba. And I made up my mind, I will serve the nation and serve the people. So I worked under one Dr. Wang Kwo, who was married to a Russian, an Ungwa man. And he was so nice to me. He will send they will send a driver to come and carry me from my house and drop me in the office and carry me back home to Okpulumobo Road. I said, no, these people, I must serve here. And so I served very well, served with my heart, took care of patients, interacted with the people, and then I got married to my wife. Okay, I got married, yes, I had gotten married. She came to live with me there, and those people took care of my eldest son, Kelechi. We named him Kelechi, an Igbo name, named him Emobosa, an Urobo name. They took care of him, bought clothes.
He had to call his children Igbo names because of the encounter he had, because of the relationship he established. I'm telling you, let every one of them that have ever lived in Igbo land, every one of them, whether they are Boki or they are Fulani, you have lived in Igbo land, come out and tell it. I'm telling you, if there's anyone that their story is not matching with this one, tell me, I will stop doing this and I'm doing. Igbo, in Igbo, we know how to care for foreigners. We know how to. We are loving. We are love personified. That's who we are. We care. We love. That's the ID of our Igbo. The DNA of Igbo. He named them Igbo names. Go ahead, sir.
Care of my eldest son Kelechi. We named him Kelechi, an Igbo name. Named him Emobosa, an Urobo name. They took care of him, bought clothes, did everything. So they absorbed me. And I also noticed that they found 10 jobs for me, 10 different jobs, different places, either because I was good or they are intrinsically good. The Igbo man is not afraid of competition from a stranger because he is very enterprising and very competitive to dynamic. The next thing is that they found 10 jobs for me. I started working in Royal Hospital and I had a lot of acceptance. People like Nico Wogugu, they accepted me. The church accepted me and gave me positions of leadership as I grew in the system. And
all right, thank you very much for that discussion. And that reminder that Igbos are not afraid of competition. The two vows that made sense to this Biafra struggle, the vow of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the vow of Simon Ekpa. What is your own vow? Can you make a vow concerning Biafra? Can you just make a vow that say, oh, I cannot betray Biafra, instead let this happen to me? Can you say a thing like that? If you can't, you have not started. For me, I will follow to the end. I will follow to the end. Yes, I must follow and support Biafra and disseminate information for Biafrans. I will follow to the end, to the latter. Okay? Thank you very much for your time on this very good channel. God bless you all.